10th of April 2018, and here you are with Dan for the next part of Dan's gardening show in Essex, UK. Nice temperature today, 14 degrees C, which is about 56 degrees Fahrenheit, I believe, and over the next few weeks it's meant to be getting up to about 19 degrees C on certain days, which I believe is about 66 degrees Fahrenheit, so things are on the up with regards to temperature. So what I've been doing is making the most of the day, and I've done a lot of setting here in the polytunnel, a complete variety of things. Some things a bit less conventional, some things very conventional. So what we're going to do is open the door and have a look at what we've got. Oh yeah, I've spoken to you guys about these polytunnels before. Feel Good UK, and you can hear I'm very croaky still because I've got this cold. But yeah, Feel Good UK polytunnels, and the thing I like about them is this hinged door. Let me show you. Look at that. I really like this because a lot of polytunnels, they have like a flap door, so to speak, where you undo the zips and then you roll up your door, but I prefer this because it's much stronger, much more durable, and the hinges are very good. They're galvanised, so they won't rust, and it's just a very decent design. And what you've got here is the door, it fits over like a glove, so I do recommend these polytunnels. There you go, look, take a look in there, look. Very little floor space left indeed. Been doing some epic amounts of setting today. So I think this polytunnel set me back about £160, probably. I think it was the early part of last year. I got a video how I secured it to the frame at the bottom. It's very important if you get a polytunnel that you secure it, because it very easily could get blown away, lifted, damaged. You really don't want that. So it certainly is worth the time and the effort to secure it properly to the ground. And we had some very high winds a few months ago, and you'll be very glad when you can hear the wind outside. You'll be very glad that you secured your polytunnel and it didn't end up upside down in a neighbour's garden, or that in fact this gets ripped off and smashed, torn. You really don't want that either. So let's have a look-see. These really are coming on amazing, these sweet peas. All different colours. Should be some vivid blues in here if the variety singing the blues is as good as it could be. We've got Perfume Duet, Grandiflora, Old Fashioned, Special Mixed. Really got a massive variety of sweet peas there. And I've got a complete selection of bits and bobs. I've grown a load of pumpkins, variety Big Macs, cucumber market more, perpetual spinach leaf beet, best of all, and another variety of runner bean, which forgets me now. I'm also growing Blue Lake climbing French beans, which I've done very well with in the past. The Sweet Million tomatoes are looking very good, as are my beautiful flowers I've got over there. Look at them. Nasturtiums, climbing tower. My kale is good as well. That was a variety. Runner beans, let's get that into focus for you. Runner beans, best of all. And the flowers are well and truly out now. on the peach tree. So some of you are wondering how I am endeavouring to water this. Well, I've watered the whole lot already today, and what I'm going to do is either tomorrow, depending on how warm it gets, or the next day, I'm going to then proceed to water it again. And what I do is I take some of them out and then I put them back in again, making myself walkways. So it's a good bit of coordination exercise, if you will. These will be going out in the not too distant future into the ground, so that will leave me a little bit of space. And once my vegetable seedlings, the kale, the dwarf curly kale, once that's ready to go out, I'll plant that out, and that will leave me a little bit of space. I just wanted to make sure I got everything in, because you know the season's been a little bit slower to get going this year than last year, and I've deliberately delayed setting things for that reason. So what I'm doing is just getting everything out here, and with the warmer temperatures over the next few days and weeks, all being well, can then allow this soil in here to get nice and warm, the compost, and I can leave my watering can in here overnight to warm up as well, and the extra temperature in here will act as the catalyst, and things should start to grow pretty rapidly. So a complete variety of things, and I'm expecting some good success. Now, some things I want to tell you about. Now, I went down Lidl. I went down Lidl the other day, and I had a look at their seeds, and I was very surprised. I mean, I'll show you what I bought. I bought some pumpkin seeds. Variety Big Max. Big Max, large fruit, strong growth. Cubertia maxima. That's obviously the Latin name. You can see that in there like that, look. And another thing I bought. So Mark, if you're watching this off of Culinary Garden Kitchen or Culinary Kitchen Garden, there you go, Sugar Baby. Citrulus lanatus. Now, the exact price, it escapes me at the moment, but these were cheap, man. I mean, seriously cheap. And in particular, these Sugar Baby watermelons, it said 30 seeds. Well, there was a lot more than that. It was actually probably closer to 50 or 60, and there's still some in here. I've got them set in some of the windowsill propagators in here. Now, in previous years, I've bought my melon seeds in the house in the windowsill propagators, but what I've decided this year is to just put them in here in the windowsill propagators. Nice bit of warmth within the polytunnel, hopefully the good weather and the extra warmth within the propagator itself should help. So hopefully I should get some fruits with the Sugar Baby. I've got a lot of videos on growing watermelons in the UK. Check out my playlist. How to support container grown watermelons is probably I think it's my highest viewed video, which I'm very grateful that people have found that useful. But watermelons in the UK, it's certainly not what one would call a guaranteed crop, if ever there is such a thing as guaranteed. But if you've got the time, the effort and the space, just for a bit of a giggle really, it is worth having a go at. And with regards to pumpkins, I really just want to have a go at growing some massive pumpkins, because I'll get down the allotment with the old horse manure and stuff and make sure they've got plenty of room and plenty of stuff, nutrients to absorb, plenty of water as well. There's a water supply down there, so that's brilliant. So hopefully be able to grow some great big pumpkins this year and some nice watermelons. I've got my bitter melons in here, bitter gourds, bitter melons. Grown a lot of these in the past, got videos on it, and certainly worth having a go at if you're interested in just growing stuff that is a little bit different. Okay, and here's another one. Now, these are a present that a good friend gave me, and it is Tithonia, Mexican sunflower variety torch. from Sarah Raven. Now, there you go. Tithonia rotundiflora torch, Mexican sunflower, half hardy annual, luxurious orange flowers for summer and autumn, picking, loved by butterflies and bees, height 1.2 to 2.5 meters, which is 4 to 8 feet. Now, I can vouch for them because I managed to see some of these in someone's garden last year. I put up a video how to grow Tithonia variety torch. If you just type that into YouTube, it will probably come up close to the top. But what I'll do is I'll link it down below. See, I'm learning these things now, isn't it unbelievable? I was terrible, wasn't I, to the technical side of this? God, dearie me. But anyway, yeah, so I'll link that down below. You can just click on that and have a look, because especially up against a south-facing wall or fence, they get gigantic and they get big quick. And the birds really do love them. I mean, the bees truly do love them. And what happens is you can see the lovely bees pollinating, and it's just fantastic. You can hear the buzzing, and they look just a beautiful flower. So worth having a look at. I believe Monty Don's been talking about them a lot as well. So Tithonia, look them up, because they really are worth growing if you want to. Let's say even if you've got like an ugly wall or a fence you want covered, you know, ideally, you know, in a south-facing position, get some Tithonia, either buy the plants or grow some yourself, and you know, they really will act as a good screen over the up until the frosts, really. So really brilliant things to grow indeed. So you may remember I put up a video about growing clematis in container. So take a look at that. See all that growth? This has literally been over the past few days. So truly is a vigorous climber. And if you want something that grows quickly, either in the ground or in a tub, to act as a screen or just to add some interest to your garden, clematis could be it. Now look at that, absolutely fantastic, isn't it? Just how quickly that's grown. And it's not even in an ideal position. This is not in the most sun-drenched part of the garden. I am going to move it. I've been giving it plenty of water, and if you watch the video you'll see just how nutritious that growing medium is. But very, very happy indeed with how this clematis is doing in this tub. Same again with the hydrangea here. Look at that. Lovely, lush green growth. You can just see how beautiful. Oh, get that into focus. There you go. Look how beautiful and green that foliage is. And considering it's only been in the ground, I don't know, a couple of weeks if that, in this tub anyway, look how beautiful that looks. So I'm expecting big things from this. So all being well, in a few weeks there will be some magnificent growth down here from the seeds that I've set. These will probably be in the ground somewhere. The cherry and then you can see there, straight ahead, you can see the white blossom will not be too far away. So polytunnel can be a great tool in your arsenal to getting seedlings going, and I'll show you the hinges. Look, there you go, that's how the hinge works. There's one there. and there's one here. So for those of you who are interested how the polytunnel is secured, I will just proceed to show you. Okay, so looking here, look, you can see the frame of the polytunnel. This obviously goes the whole way around. It's galvanised bit of metal, and I've got, I think they're 4x2s, and I've treated them with wood preservative because of course you don't want them to rot. I mean, rot is inevitable of these eventually, but you want to leave it as long as possible before that happens. And I used cable ties, big thick ones, to secure the polytunnel frame to the 4x2. And the 4x2s are, I think I screwed them. Just try to move here. Literally every bit of space here is used at present. There you go. So there's a post there, and this post I put it straight in the ground, hit it in hard with a sledgehammer. That's treated as well with wood preservative, and then the wooden frame at the bottom is screwed onto that. And the polytunnel is connected, sorry, the cover of the polytunnel, this green thing, this one has come off. That's not the end of the world. There you go. Like here, look down there. The cover is connected to the frame via these Velcro straps. And as I stated earlier, we had some very, very high winds. Had some very, very high winds about 2 months ago, something like that, and this polytunnel survived it. And I've got a few other little bits and bobs that will show how I've managed to keep this polytunnel secure. Long term, the plan is to bury this bit in the ground, but what I've done temporarily is I just screwed some batten on the side like that into the wooden frame to stop it blowing away. Just in case it does lift, it's connected by this bit of wood so it can't blow away. And one good thing about these Feel Good UK polytunnels again is you've got a vent here, and you can undo it and have the vent down, but I'm leaving mine open because I like the idea of the ventilation getting in the polytunnel. So yeah, that's the video for today, and I'm hoping that this cold is going to clear soon, have a bit more energy to maybe do a little bit more. But all being well, I'm happy with how things are progressing, and I hope everybody out there is doing well. Summer won't be long now. I heard before, do not be the man who, or the woman, who laments in the winter when spring is just around the corner. Spring could be just around the corner. Certainly looks that way. Take care, speak soon.